Greetings, Libra. Welcome to your Divinely Guided Rune reading here for the week. We're going to pull a rune for each position, and then a tarot card for clarity for each position, and then another rune of clarity for each position as we continue through this new format of this week's Divinely Guided Rune reading. And to close it off, we will get a message from the Messages from the Fairies Oracle deck at the very end, so please stay tuned for that, Libra. Jumping in for your energetic past, we're looking at Othala. Othala here in your energetic past is that stability. You're either blessed or challenged with aspects of your stability and your legacy, maybe patching foundational work, looking at your legacy. What are you leaving behind with the world? Are you really invested in your legacy work? And what is healthy for the next 7 generations, which is perpetual, or more transitory, like the next 1 or 2 years. Sorry, I had to check myself there. Our indigenous relatives love to practice. If it's healthy for you for the next 7 generations, then yeah, we'll go ahead with it. If it's not healthy, then no. This isn't just land or money like that's transitory, like 1 or 2 generations, if you're lucky. This is more of examining what your attachments to that are, what your healthy foundations are, what you're building from, what you're building towards. Blessings or challenges with aspects of that. To clear that up, we have the Knight of Pentacles going in for the tarot for this one. That's very slow, stable, methodical steps moving forward. It's definite progress, but this is the slowest knight in the deck. Okay, this is definite steps in the Pentacles direction. So you're grounded stability of what is abundance for you, your legacy work, your what you love to defend, right? That's your legacy work right there. So you are moving forward and very slow, but still very grounded, methodical, almost deliberate action steps. Like you have the map laid out in such detail that you want to enjoy every bit of the map that you created for yourself, kind of aspect. All right, so to clear that up, yeah, stepping into more of your authenticity. You have been blessed or challenged with this aspect. This is Sowilo, the Sun rune. This is, again, shining on everyone with everything, on everyone and everything with your authenticity. The light from the sun, right? Think of it that way. It shines on anything and everything, providing life, nutrients, success, vitality, abundance, all that good stuff, right? Without any hesitation, reservation, or judgment. Now, Sowilo is calling in aspects of your authenticity. Have you been being authentic to your steps on your path, to your journey here in the past? Or have you just been kind of lucky and fortunate? In that sense, Pentacles, still with your fortune kind of work. And interesting stuff. We're going to get some clarity here, Libra, moving forward, but we're going to get a lot more clarity here. Ansus in the Rune of the Now, communication, grounded, receiving of divine downloads, prophetic dream work, any one of your 6 clairs popping off, clairsentience, clairaudience, I don't know, just name one, right? We all have those abilities. Premonition dreams, deja vu, prophetic dream work. You could be receiving a lot of downloads. Meditation could be easier. A lot of dreams, spirit numbers, spirit animals, things resonating with you, songs on the radio, messages received, right? From divine, from yourself, from other people. This is also opening up communication, being able to have healthy aspects of communication. Do you have invisible strings attached? Is it reciprocative? Is the way you're communicating clear? Is it healthy? Is there no room for misunderstanding, right? So, 9 of Swords. Wow, the 9 of Swords reverse keeps coming up, and I keep shuffling and turning around these cards, and the a lot of people are getting 9 of Swords reverse here this week, Libra. No joke. But not in this position. In the now, you're feeling a lot less stuck, right? A lot less woe is me, down in the dumps kind of stuff. You're feeling like possibly that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, like a beacon of hope. And you're illuminated to that fact, and therefore feeling a lot less like you have all these swords in your back and you're just devastated. You're feeling quite the opposite, where you're feeling more liberation type of energies with this aspect of communication. So I wonder why that is. Libra, moving forward, healthy steps. Urus, the ancient Aurochs, is calling you to be grounded as you gain momentum in this energy. Whatever this is communication, downloads, is receiving gifts, like divine downloads, like a spiritual gift. Make sure this is healthy connection, healthy communication for you, right? We're wanting to still be in our very sure-footedness. So this is carrying over into that aspect too. Sure-footedness as you gain the momentum, going like in a downward hill kind of momentum. You want each step to be that much healthier for you. So what are you surrounding yourself with, Libra? Is it healthy? Yeah. It's not just one aspect of diet, right? Like food and drink. It's also what you surround yourself with, what you're listening to, your self-thoughts, your self-talk. Those are different, and they're both very important. What's your online habits like? What songs, what kind of music do you listen to? All that good stuff, right? That all plays a factor into your health. We become the most like the 5 energies we surround ourselves with. Yeah? So you're tuning in, you're getting that communication. What's in your near future? Your near future is in manifestation work, traveling, well, not necessarily traveling, but trailblazing. This is that Pac-Man wanting to gobble up dots moving forward. You want to go, go, go. You got that momentum energy and you're trailblazing. This is like the Wands suit in tarot, and this is indicative of leading by example, practicing what you preach. When you shine the light, this is the torch, remember, when you shine the light with Kanos here, the torch rune, you're shining the light not just for your own path, but for those around you. You have a lot of people watching you, Libra. Excuse me. So make sure that these steps forward as you manifest are healthy, divinely guided steps. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. Interesting. For the near future here, you have the 5 of Cups upright. This is looking at those 3 cups, knowing that they're full, but still crying over the 2 that spilled. What's your attachment to outcome here, Libra? What are you manifesting? You just got out of 9 of Swords reversed, right? Feeling unstuck, and then you're right back into 5 of Cups. Are you feeling lack of emotional fulfillment? Question mark. So this is leading by example, not really the most emotionally fulfilling type of work for everybody. Make sure that those steps forward that you're leading by example aren't all full of passive or passive aggressive kind of energies, that you are present and fully showing up for yourself and for others here moving forward. Let's get a Rune of clarity for that. That's interesting. Yeah, Libra. Needs, constraints, limitations, and all these is like now this, yeah, balance of wants versus needs. You have your needs met, but not your wants met. Don't be focusing on not having your wants met. Celebrate having your needs met. Balances of needs, constraints, limitations. Your needs versus your wants. Your limitations versus your actual limitations, your perceived limitations versus your actual limitations. So your fears versus what's actually a limitation for you. You might feel like challenged in presenting yourself and moving forward, Libra, because you want to always just weigh this out. Make sure everything is all neat and tidy and just so before you finally do something. No. You need to take the step. You need to manifest. You need to start lighting the way somehow. It might not be the first thing that pops in your head right now. All right, make sure it's a perceived, the difference between perceived and actual needs, constraints, and limitations. Life happens. Things happen for us in the future. That's bound, it's like a given. That's 100% fact, right? So as life happens, it's up to us how we address these situations and these energies in healthy ways moving forward. Are you going to go right back down to being depressed and slow and stagnant or methodical? Like, oh, I was invested in this and now I have to do this. All right, Libra, little pep talk here for you. You got to start shining that light here in the future. All right. Your needs and constraints and limitations are healthier and more able to be met already. You can let go of those things that aren't healthy for you without feeling depressed. And you know what? It's going to take some time to get used to those changes. So definitely be gentle with yourself as you release those things that don't serve your health or your actual needs versus your wants, things like that. Okay, pep talk over, and back into the influence of all of this is your abundance. What does abundance mean to you, Libra? First thing that pops in your head, go. Okay, now with that, this is what you're being influenced with. Okay, is it grounded? Are you reaching to all these intangible places, or are you pulling down that abundance into your grounded center? Fehu, the rune of cattle here, that's your influence. Ace of Swords is your card of clarity that goes along with it. You know that now is the time to manifest. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for communication. Now is the time for that mental work. The Ace of Swords is like, it's very double-edged sword. It's swift and it's concise both ways. Make sure that you're moving in good ways. The Ace of Swords influence with Fehu, maybe you have a very clear-cut definition of what abundance is to you that needs to be adjusted. Yeah? Rune of Clarity. Uncovering the mysteries. Pertho, the Gambler's Cup, is taking that energetic leap. Yeah. You've been thinking about that. You've been mulling that over. I see you've been very methodical and very wanting to have this nice, secure, safety kind of stuff, but you know that growth is never comfortable. Change isn't comfortable. And that includes an initiation type of process like a gamble or a birth or a pregnancy. Like the Gambler's Cup, it takes a gamble, an energetic leap. Divine saying, take that leap. I got you. I got my hands up. Look, I got you. All right. So, yeah, with Pertho, the Gambler's Cup, and Fehu, yeah, it's anybody's guess which way you're going to go with this sword. But it's not as... This is alluding to the action that you take with the sword. You think you know what abundance is, but you're still learning about that. You're still uncovering the mysteries. So you need that decisive action now. No more Knight of Pentacles, slow, bleh, 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 trudging along kind of energy. You got this beautiful communication. You're surrounding yourself with what's happy. You feel a lot more unstuck than you were, a lot more not depressed than you were, and feeling like you can actually do something like this. So go ahead and do it. It's okay to feel sorrow, but don't live in sorrow. Even, I think, Confucius says we should all feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. Honor it and move on. That's as simple as that, Libra. We don't need to dissect it and keep weighing it back and forth all the live long day. Your advice for right now is be the balance in the middle. Be the clarity. Let the change happen. Dagas is divine alchemy. This is true transmutation from night into day, from day into night, whichever you want to do. Choice is up to you. But let that clarity happen. Dagas is the rune of clarity. Dagas means day. It's literally night into day or day into night, right? So that sort of transmutative energy. This is that dichotomy energy. This and that. Don't be over here and then over here. Just be in the middle. You can recognize them both. This is a lot like the Temperance card in Tarot. You have the two chalices in your hands. You're in the middle. You are the balance. You are the center. You need to be that. Let the change happen. Be like this butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. You know you're never going to be the same again no matter what. So we all have the opportunity to repeat life lessons until they are learned, right? This is that space in the middle of these frequencies where there is absolute calm in the center, the zenith point, the 0 point. And you're in the midst of both energies and simultaneously none. Let this change happen. You have the hourglass tipped on its side and that infinite amount of clarity. Let clarity take a hold, Libra. Queen of Wands reversed for the card of clarity here. And interestingly enough, this has Solilo and Pertho written on this card as well. So, Queen of Wands reversed. What is that telling you, Libra? This, to me, is saying that in your manifestations and everything, it's not really what it seems. It's not what your intuition says it is. It's not what your divine flow, what you think it means. You really need to go within for this clarity. Stop and be like this Queen of Wands reversed, where I wish they would just do Queen of Cups then or something. Okay, Divine, thank you for this challenge. This is interesting. Queen of Wands reversed, thinking that you know how to begin something, and when in fact you don't. And you're realizing that, and you're opening up for that clarity, which is part of that communication, that's part of that sense of abundance, this uncovering of mysteries. All right, you're throwing yourself into that, and that just is kind of like driving the point home here. Let's get a rune of clarity for this. Yeah, act in more faith. Less into your intuitive, think you know the way kind of energies, and tied to the outcome, projecting. Yeah, letting go of projecting. Divine defense. Stay grounded. Stay divinely connected, defended, like the elk rune Algies here. This is saying people are going to challenge you. You're going to be challenging yourself enough. Don't worry about other people challenging you, okay? But this is saying remain in your faith that you can do this and that you can call on help from divine source, from other people, whatever you need to help you manifest into this new you. This is literally a new you. You need to let the new you take hold. You need to have faith in this. You got the Queen of Wands reversed, Algies and Dagas. This is, you need to believe in this change, right? And not be so depressed when it actually happens. Whenever we have changes, we have attachments to the way things used to be. We have a sense of nostalgia, of course. We have a sense of that mental patterning too, where the energies want what's familiar. And that can feel like withdrawal at first. Remember, it takes 21 days to even begin a good habit. 21 days. That's all it takes. What do you got, Libra? Let's see this in your near future. What do we got? Needs, constraints, limitations. None of these again. So this is a lot more enhancement and awareness of what your needs versus your wants are. Actual limitations versus your perceived ones, your fears, right? Apprehensions, second guessing yourself, constantly doing this. And your life happens, right? We have things that happen as we go down our divinely guided path that we have to address. That is fine. Don't let it take you off of your divinely guided path. You're going to have energies that test you. Remain in your faith. But you're going to meet these needs and constraints, limitations a lot easier and be able to embody your leadership. You're going to shine the light for others and yourself and trailblaze. This is like, you want that rebel kind of energy kind of thing. Yeah. Two of Swords reversed for the outcome here as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Libra. Okay, overthinking. Decisions. Work and social life being intertwined here. I have a feeling that this is something that you're living. Something that is simultaneously both. But also you're kind of quitting the overthinking of the, do I stay or do I go? Do I sit or do I do action? Yeah. And that's really, you're releasing some of those, you're shedding some of that. It's been a long, slow journey, but Divine's kind of like, okay, but we still need to do this. Okay? We can't stay here forever. Let's get your rune of clarity for this. All right, Ewas, beautiful spiritual recharge, an energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again. This could be yourself, could be a divine counterpart, could be your relationship with divine self, or divine source. Could be a family member, relative, friend, business partner even. This is, like I said, energetic source that kind of, it knows you. You know each other. You help lead each other in cooperation, not coercion, right? So this is kind of that reciprocal balance kind of energy. You have a dichotomy here as well. So Libra, you still get to express and feel every bit of the dichotomy. You just have a lot more knowledge and faith in yourself as a result, and able to adapt into this new friendship, relationship, whatever it is, with yourself, with this other source. And to you, this is feeling spiritually recharging. All right, but when the work starts, don't get all nostalgic for the past. All right, you still have these here, needs, constraints, limitations being met a lot more easily. So go ahead and manifest that. Light those other 2 cups on fire, the ones that spilled. Focus on the 3 that are full, because I guarantee you this, Ewas, is one of those 3 cups. Yeah. I feel like I've been giving you a lecture, Libra, and I apologize, but this is a little conflicting in a couple places, but this really just, to me, it just speaks to your true nature. The whole Libra, balancing the scales of what is good, what is true, what is just, like the scales of justice. Okay, messages from the Fairies Oracle deck for the message of clarity here this week. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity do you have for Libra's divinely guided rune reading here for this week, with the first full week in Aquarius season and beautiful Neptune entering Aries. Neptune in Aries as well. So revolutionary type of energy for everybody. Kind of like almost like battling self in some aspects, as well as other injustices in life. So Divine, please show us clearly what messages of clarity what message, singular, card of clarity do you have for Libra here this week? Thank you. Children, your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. Wow, you are definitely inspired by children, but let's read more about this card. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. The fairies love and trust children because, let me just start that over. The fairies love and trust children because their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of your connection to them. As you read the additional meanings behind this card, notice which messages click as your truth. Pay attention to signs and intuitive feelings related to the topic of children, for the universe is trying to get the message to you. Additional meanings for this card are: your life purpose involves working with children, or the energy of pregnancy surrounds you, or a child in heaven is sending messages of love, or you have a connection to indigo crystal or rainbow children. And finally, your inner child needs to play. And I really do believe it's a combination of those. And this is a lot of advice too, of letting your inner child play, having faith in the changes that are occurring in your life so you can move forward in a spiritually recharged and healthy manifestation way. All right, namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week, Libra.